Another longtime local store is closing its doors by the end of the month. Samurai Snacks and IEA announced they can no longer afford to stay in business and are having a clearance sale to remove all inventory.
The wave of store closures this year, from sweatshops to long-standing brands, has left many people pondering. How many retail outlets, from bargain shops to large clothes merchants, will cease operations in 2024? Here are some stores that could close their doors in 2024. Number 10. Foot Locker. Foot Locker stated last year that it will shut more than 400 underperforming outlets in retail centers by 2026. Meanwhile, the firm announced that it would shift its attention to better performing sites and new concept stores outside of malls, aimed at specialized clients such as sneakerheads, children, and high-income buyers. As of 2023, there were over 1,300 Foot Locker locations in malls across North America. Foot Locker stated its plans to close 25% of its shops in A and B rated malls and 50% of its stores in C and D rated malls. Mall ratings represent sales per square foot. Number 9. Macy's. Macy's' plan to shutter approximately 150 stores has sent ripples of anticipation among its competitors. While the closures are yet to materialize, this move is expected to not only redefine the competitive dynamics within the retail sector, but also reshape shopping patterns for consumers across the nation. The decision to downsize stems from Macy's' struggle with lackluster sales and the need to revamp its business model. With approximately 500 stores in its portfolio, closing a quarter of them could free up as much as $2 billion in market share. While Macy's plans to focus on strengthening its remaining stores, competitors are gearing up to seize the opportunity. However, the consequences of Macy's closures go beyond a simple transfer of market share. The decision underscores larger retail changes, with conventional department stores facing intense competition from internet sellers and shifting consumer tastes. Number 8. Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree reported an unexpected fourth quarter deficit and plans to liquidate almost 1,000 shops after slashing the value of a competitor company it purchased over a decade earlier. Dollar Tree intends to close over 600 Family Dollar stores in the first half of this year and 370 Family Dollar and 30 Dollar Tree locations in the next few years. Dollar Tree bought Family Dollar for more than $8 billion in 2015 following a bidding war with competitor Dollar General, but it struggled to integrate the business. Dollar Tree announced this year that it will register a $950 million impairment on the Family Dollar trade name and a $1.07 billion goodwill loss. Family Dollar will spend more than $594 million shutting or rebranding locations, effectively eliminating Christmas earnings. Number 7. Joan. During the epidemic, Joan's craft store saw a surge in sales as individuals stayed at home. People were eager to attempt new crafts or purchase additional supplies for their favorite pastimes at home. Joan, a fabric and craft company, filed bankruptcy in March due to consumer spending cuts and increased operating costs. The retail business stated that it intends to maintain its 800-plus outlets operational as it goes through the reorganization process. The Ohio-based company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and alleged debts ranging from $1 billion to $10 billion. In a lawsuit filing filed Monday, the store blamed rising transportation costs for international merchandise and declining consumer demand. Joan said in its bankruptcy filing that it had obtained around $132 million in fresh financing and intends to lower its balance sheet's funded debt by approximately $505 million. The corporation leveraged its fame to launch an IPO in 2021, with share prices at $12 per share. However, Joan has struggled with revenue reductions and layoffs in 2023. The company's woes are reflected in its current stock price, which is less than $1 per share. Number 6. JCPenney. JCPenney is a well-known department store that offers a wide range of products, including clothing, homeware, jewelry, and other necessities. However, the business may follow in the footsteps of other department stores, closing additional outlets and experiencing declining revenues. By the end of 2020, the 121-year-old corporation successfully navigated a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Since then, the corporation has shuttered around a fifth of its then 850 locations. The retail behemoth joined the increasing list of establishments that shuttered their doors on Thanksgiving Day last year due to the high costs of paying employees on holidays and little consumer participation, making the day less lucrative. Number 5. Neiman's Marcus. In recent years, luxury stores have faced pressure from inflation and a lack of discretionary spending among consumers. Some businesses like Nordstrom are defying the trend and making profits, while Neiman Marcus is displaying poor sales, which might drive it down. The firm declared bankruptcy in 2020, but reforming may not be enough to keep it viable by 2024. They decided to get rid of a number of leases and corporate premises. Prior to the spring of 2020, Neiman Marcus Group had 500 million square feet of corporate space in its Dallas headquarters. It currently has around 100,000 square feet. It emerged from bankruptcy 3 months later as a private firm, with its finances kept under lock and key. But one thing the corporation is proud of, it has dramatically reduced its corporate office space in the Dallas-Fort Worth region, with no intentions to recover it anytime soon. Number 4. Rite Aid. The epidemic boosted revenues for pharmacy operator Rite Aid, but recent years have not been so kind to the firm's balance situation. The company currently lacks a permanent CEO after the previous incumbent resigned in January, which may be causing problems. Rite Aid, located in Philadelphia, has announced plans to liquidate more than 520 outlets since filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy months ago, according to the Bloomberg News review of court records. When Rite Aid filed for bankruptcy, it had around 2,100 locations across the United States. Since then, closures have happened in other states, including Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, California, Massachusetts, Michigan, Virginia, and Maryland. Number 3. Stitch Fix. You may be a Stitch Fix customer who expected a subscription box of garments to arrive at your door on a regular basis, filled with fresh things picked specifically for you. However, subscribers like you are becoming less common as the corporation loses clients who cancel their memberships. The firm had earlier told its 162,000 UK followers in 2023, our Stitch Fix UK journey is coming to an end. The final shipments to the United Kingdom arrived in October 2023. Until then, customers will save 70% if they keep all 5 things in their current fixes or subscription box, and 50% if they keep up to 4 items. According to the notification, layoffs were scheduled to begin in September and continue in phases until February 2024, where the warehouse's operations are scheduled to terminate. The Bethlehem site is one of 5 warehouses in the United States, where the styling service provider now receives and distributes items. Stitch Fix informed its staff of its expected closure in June. The majority of the laid-off workers are warehouse associates, although managers and supervisors are also included. Number 2. Fossil. Fossil Group Inc., the 40-year-old Texas-based firm that began by creating a fashion watch with retro designs and later expanded to jewelry, handbags, and accessories, announced a 22% reduction in its first quarter net sales for 2024, compared to the same period last year, totaling $255 million. After being sued for patent infringement in the United States last year, the firm stated earlier this year that it was exiting the smartwatch market. The business reported a revenue loss of around $100 million due to leaving the smartwatch channel and recently shutting shops. Number 1. Express. Express outlets are expected to collapse in more than 25 states after Express Inc. revealed that it had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection and would liquidate over 100 stores under its numerous names. According to the Shopfinder, Express now runs around 530 Express, Express Edit, and Express factory outlet locations in the United States and Puerto Rico, as well as 7 in Mexico and Central America. The firm also manages around 60 guide shop sites and 12 Up West shops. The company's losses increased throughout the year, and by October 2023, Express had doubled its losses from 2022. In October 2023, the company's year-to-date losses were over $154 million for 39 weeks. At the time, the company's revenues were down 5.6%, but inventories increased by 32%. Gross margins decreased from 30% in 2022 to 21.5% by October 2023. To remain relevant in the increasingly digital world, retailers must embrace innovation and reimagine their business models in response to these shifting dynamics. Which stores will you miss from your neighborhood? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to explore our other content. Don't miss out on the opportunity to subscribe for more updates.